I've got a pack of cards. Welcome back, guys, it's Raw Geek here. Yes, I've got a pack of cards here, and you might be wondering why, so what? But these are a little bit special. It was a gift that was gifted to me, and apparently there's some kind of puzzle to be solved. I quite like cards in general, but this one is another element to it. Now, these are apparently the highest quality limited edition cards. They're courtesy of Neil Patrick Harris, who likes a bit of magic himself, and they're from Theory 11. And I'll show you the package because it looks quite nice. So just literally the box itself is really cool. So it's all very tactile and embossed, which is very nice. I don't really know how there's going to be a puzzle because I'm told it is a normal pack of cards as well. Now, I have actually already gone through these cards and shuffled them. I wanted to see if they were just real cards, if there was any kind of like obvious tapering or something like that, but they are just a normal pack of cards. So, you know, normal pack of cards. And this is how they look there, so like the packet. This is how on the face card looks like. The cards themselves are fairly normal design. They're nothing overly special on the actual cards. But the back of the cards is really good. But there were these couple of weird cards. There's this card, which I'll show you in a minute. It looks like, I thought it was just the instructions. There's this weird card with hieroglyphics on it. A couple of Joker cards, and the Joker cards look like this. Like an eye, almost like Illuminati. And then I think that's it. The rest are just normal cards, or they seem to be. I will show you though the Ace of Spades because it looks amazing. So that's the Ace of Spades. So these two cards must be something to do with it. I'll show you what they're like. One of them's got writing on it, so I'll read it out. This is going to be a challenge. Oh, I'll give up. Just as a spider spins its web, I've taken a page out of Cardano's book and created the puzzle. Look upon the photos and images inside this deck. You can do this. Just look closely at the cards. Good luck, NPH. Just as a spider spins its web, I've taken a page out of Cardano's book. Cardano's book. What is that? Look upon photos and images inside the deck. You can do this. They're not photos, are they? So then on this other card, where it's like a constellations, if you can see that, it's got an ace, jack, club, a heart, a diamond, a spade, a queen, the king. So I'll get them out and see if there's anything on them. I can't quickly see any difference from the way these cards have been made. There could well be something very minute, but I'll put them there to one side. I just want to read this thing again. It just reads weirdly. Just as a spider spins its web. Like, why would he mention that? The internet. I've taken a page out of Cardano's book. Create the puzzle. So I think I should Google Cardano's puzzle. Look upon photos and images inside the deck. They're not photos though, it's just weird words. The words are weird. Which makes me think this is a puzzle itself. I wonder if it's like the first letter of each thing, or something like that spells a word. T-I-G, no. Straight away that was quickly ruled out. I'll show you this again so you can all read it and see if you can see anything obvious. The fact that it says web makes me think internet's involved. And Cardano's book being a puzzle, I think I should look into that. I know what this is. This one's got a moon, this one's got a sun. These two belong together. I'll show you that again. So one's got, so they're like night and day. Cardano. I'm going to quickly Google Cardano, just very, very quickly. So Cardano was a polymath, and when I Google it, it keeps coming up with stuff about cryptography. And it also came up with a thing where it's like it's like a puzzle, solving a puzzle of words, like a crossword style. And I think I do know what this is about. It's like that. Oh, it's like when you have a secret message in a piece of text using certain letters throughout it. So I think I was close when I said maybe it's like the first letter of each thing, but I think it's to do with only certain of these words make sense, which is why reading this doesn't sound right. It sounds like it's a bit odd. Like some of the words you're like, why have I put that word there? And they've obviously put it there to make the sentence make some sort of sense, but really the hidden message is in there somewhere. And I think I've worked it out that I think this particular card, I think these blocks are telling me where I should be looking. So I don't really know how. I'm gonna have to like guess, because I don't want to cut a hole in this card. But we'll try that, and if it doesn't make sense, we'll know. But I think, oh, that doesn't really work because the first block's really small. I see it. Go to. I think that can't be a coincidence. Go to. It's like really hard because obviously I'm trying to see what these blocks represent on here, but I can't see through the blocks, so I'm trying to like see it in my mind's eye. So it's like go to, and then it's like 2 lines down, web page. Yeah, okay. It's really difficult to see though. Go to web page, and then it's like 2 lines down. It's not a word though. It's not. It's too small. Oh, I wonder if it doesn't matter if it's a word or not. It's just letters. Go to NPH. Because it's Neil Patrick Harris. And then the bottom one is second line from the top where it says do this dot cards. Wow, that's actually blown me away a little bit. So this is basically, these blocks symbolise words and even partial bits of words spelt with letters, and it's saying basically go to web page NPH, which is Neil Patrick Harris .cards. So I went to nph.cards, and to my amazement there was a website. Look at this. I wasn't too sure what this meant to begin with. I looked around the page to see if there's anything I could highlight that was maybe hidden, and then I thought, well, I'll just look at these blocks because obviously it wants me to look at these, and I realised you can click on them. So at first I just randomly clicked them. I wasn't too sure what it wanted me to do. I just clicked on all of them. And then I realised if I look at the card which I used before, some of these blocks weren't there essentially, so I clicked off the ones which aren't on the card, so the blocks left represented what were on the card, if that makes sense. And it came up with this page, and it said enter your email, and it doesn't actually seem like you need to put in a real email because it said it wouldn't sort of email you anything, so I'm not too sure what the point of this is. Maybe I'll get a secret email one day, I'm not too sure about that, but I put my one in anyway, and it comes to this with these 6 rings, and it says there's 6 levels essentially, and so I realised you can click on level 1 to start, and that's how you then progress to this rabbit hole we've now entered. And then it came up with this game, and it says goal hit 600. I wasn't too sure what this meant, and then I realised you have to try and match these up eventually. I didn't know how to begin at all. I didn't realise you could make it rotate to start with, or how you did that, but essentially you just click on it and it would rotate. And I kind of worked out quickly that what it wants to do is match up colours, but unfortunately a lot of the times I would click too far by mistake, thinking it was going to rotate a different way, and then I got in a bit of a kerfuffle, and essentially it wasn't that hard even when you weren't playing that well, but I can see that you could do this a lot better than what I did here, if that makes sense. But I went through this and clicked enough times, and eventually I got up to 600. And once I did hit 600, Neil Patrick Harris pops up and he says legendary. You have advanced to level 2, things are about to get much harder apparently, that's what she said. And you click proceed and you go to level 2. And then it loads this page with a joker. And I couldn't quite work out what the image was. It was almost like a shoe or something, I'm not sure, but it was watermarked with binary. So at first I tried the password of binary, but that didn't work. That was no dice. And I looked around, I saw what looked like I0D or something like that, so I typed that in. And then I thought to myself, oh, what if it's 10D, as in 10 of diamonds? So I tried 10D and 10 of diamonds, but again, none of those worked, or any variations of those seemed to work. But yeah, so 10 of diamonds didn't work. I looked at the top corner and saw that it said O2 source, so I thought, well, maybe if I can look at the source, there might be a way to look at the image there, to see if the binary image is there. I couldn't actually find that. But whilst looking around the source, what I did find was a secret little message remarked in green. And it said, "Home is one's birthplace, as is the solution to this puzzle, Neil Patrick Harris." So I googled his birthplace. And it turned out to be Albuquerque. So I typed that in as the password, and it worked. And then we were delivered with an image of a crystal ball, and I right-clicked on it quickly to see about the source, and I realised it was an actual image. So I opened up the image in a separate tab and saved it just in case I needed that. And then I looked at the top corner to see what the clue was this time, and it said, "The truth is revealed in the dark." So I thought, what if I need to do an inversion to the image? So I loaded up Photoshop and inverted it, but I couldn't see anything. So I thought, well, maybe I'm off track here. So I again went to the source. And this time there was a message again, and it said, "Clever of you to look here for a hint, but it's not that easy. You need to use a tool outside your browser." So that told me I definitely should be using an image tool. So this time I tried to just literally remove the brightness, and it revealed Doogie Howser, which was a television show he was in as a kid, which I thought was quite funny. So I typed in Doogie Howser, and that was the password for this level. And then we had a video, or a Vimeo in fact, and so I thought that's pretty cool. I'll play that and see what's there. Obviously there must be some sort of clue inside of it. And whilst watching, I didn't see anything obvious, but it did seem like maybe something is flashing up, so I knew that I'd have to probably pause and go through it, scrub through it or something like that, and try and see what was there. So I went full screen and slowly went through, and eventually I did see some images popping up. I noticed there was binary at the top and bottom. So there's the binary at the top, and the binary at the bottom. I noticed there was a name on the TV. He's got his own channel if you want to check it out.
Hi, my name is Andre Jick. Hope you're doing good.
But anyway, I took the binary and I split it into 8 bits because that's usually how binary works. So basically I put this in one long strand and then, like I said, put it into 8 bits and then went to a converter online. I could have done it where there's a space in between these and done it all in one go, which I only realised afterwards. It does actually say that on the website, but I didn't see that, so I did them each one after the other and made a note of the numbers that it converted to. And then I tried those numbers as the password, and those numbers were 112222016, and that worked. And I got onto this, and there's a cassette. And I thought this is really cool, and the cassette plays some random music, and it sounds like the music's kind of back to front almost, but I don't really know if that was anything in the end, because I couldn't work that out, if that was anything to do with it or if there's any sort of tune there. But on the cassette itself it had some Russian, so I tried to translate it. You can't really type that into Google, so in the end I used an app where you can scan an image and it can tell you what it says. I did that, and what it said was "Happy Birthday." So then I typed in Neil Patrick Harris birthday, and it's the 15th of June 1973. So I typed in his birthday as the password. I typed it the UK way first, which didn't work, so I did it the US way just by transposing the date, or the day and the month, and it worked. And it gave me a page saying challenge completed. It said, "Congratulations on completing the puzzle. Most challenges give up after only a few steps. You never did. That makes you legendary." So there we go, I did it. I'm legendary, according to Neil Patrick Harris. Thank you very much. That was really cool. I didn't expect it at all to spiral into essentially what was an alternate reality game. It reminded me of when I used to play those, where you'd find puzzles, you'd invert an image, or you know, it's got steganography in it, and you delve further into the story and different websites. And I thought it was really, really cool and really clever. Just a simple pack of cards can lead to all of that. And they're a nice pack of cards as well, so I can use them just, you know, to play with. But yeah, I thought that was a really good puzzle. I hope you enjoyed watching that with me. So yeah, really enjoyed that. I hope you did as well. Just really, really quickly, guys, think of a card. Don't change your mind. What was it? Was it this? Let me know down below. So guys, if you like that, please click like. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, sometimes things are more than what meets the eye. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.